Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Biology Notes. Today I am going to discuss about fish migration. First, I will discuss few basic terms. Migration. It is the movement of large number of animals from one place to another for feeding, reproduction or to escape weather extremes. Swallowing. When large number of fishes come together and move socially, it is called as swallowing. For example, such behavior is seen in tuna fishes. Schooling. Migrating fishes exhibit high degree of coordination in their movements and carry out synchronized maneuvers to produce different types of shapes. Such behavior is seen in forage fishes. Here I have shown few examples of migratory fish species. The reasons or causes for fish migration are to find suitable feeding and spawning ground, for protection from predators, survive from extreme climatic conditions, to enhance the chance of survival of the offsprings, etc. Factors affecting fish migration. Physical factors include light, temperature, turbidity, depth of water, etc. Chemical factors include salinity, pH value, etc. Biological factors include predators, competitors, shortage of food, hormonal changes, etc. Now, I will discuss different types of fish migration on different criteria. On the basis of cause, the migration may be feeding or elemental migration, spawning migration, juvenile migration, recruitment migration, and seasonal migration. Feeding or elemental migration. It is the migration for search of feeding ground. It occurs when food resources get exhausted. Examples: salmons, cod, and swordfish constantly migrate for food from one place to another in the sea. Spawning migration. It takes place in breeding season in those fishes which have spawning grounds far away from the feeding places. Examples: eels, salmons, and a large number of riverine fishes spawn in tributaries of river in hills and migrate in large numbers for laying eggs in these oxygen rich waters. Juvenile migration. It involves during the larval stages of fishes. After hatching in spawning grounds, the juveniles migrate long distances to reach the feeding areas of their parents. Examples include American eel, European eel, etc. Recruitment migration. It takes place when large number of larvae move from nursery habitat to the habitat of adults. Example: adult eels live in rivers of Europe and America, but their larval stages live and grown in sea. Then the larvae migrate to reach rivers which may take 1 to 2 years. Seasonal migration. It takes place in fishes that inhabit Arctic areas. In this region, the summer climate is conducive and food is abundant. But as winter approaches, temperature fall below zero and food becomes scarce. Hence, fishes must migrate towards subtropical and tropical areas to escape extremes of weather conditions. Examples: tuna fish, mackerel, etc. On the basis of habitat, fish migration may be potadromous, oceanodromous, and diadromous. Diadromous migration again can be subdivided into three types: anadromous migration, catadromous migration, and amphidromous migration. Potadromous migration. A potadromous fish spends its whole life in fresh water. Generally, these migrations are for spawning purposes and cover short distances from an upstream tributary to a mainstream river or between connected lake and river systems. Examples: catfishes, trout, clupits, etc. Oceanodromous migration. Oceanodromous fishes live and migrate wholly in the sea. They travel long distances in the sea and visit specific areas such as spawning area, nursery area, feeding area, etc. Examples: herrings, cod, tuna, etc. Diadromous migration. It is the migration of fish between sea and freshwater. As we know, most of the fishes are restricted to either freshwater or seawater. Changes in habitat may cause osmotic imbalance in those fishes. However, some fishes regularly migrate between sea and freshwater and have perfect osmotic balance. They are the true migratory fish. This migration is of three types. Anadromous migration. It is the migration of fishes from sea to freshwater for spawning. Fishes spend most of their life living and feeding in sea. They only migrate during breeding season to the river for spawning ground. Examples: salmon, hilsa, lamprey, etc. Catadromous migration. It is the migration of freshwater fishes from river to sea during breeding season for spawning. Example: eel. Amphidromous migration. An amphidromous fish is a type of diadromous fish which migrates between fresh and salt water. Unlike anadromous and catadromous fish, which migrate explicitly for the purposes of breeding, amphidromous fish migrate for other purposes. A typical cycle of amphidromy includes eggs hatching in freshwater or estuaries, larvae drifting out into the open ocean to feed and grow, juveniles returning to freshwater to feed and grow, and adults reproducing in freshwater. For example, gobies, such as those found on volcanic islands in the Pacific, exhibit an amphidrome life cycle. On the basis of direction, fish migration may be latitudinal, vertical, and shoreward migration. Latitudinal migration. It is the migration of fish from north to south and vice versa. It is a climatic migration. The fishes like barracudas and swordfish of the warm tropical seas migrate to north in spring and to south in autumn. Vertical migration. This is performed by many marine and freshwater fishes and is related to light, search of food, protection, and also to spawning. For example, The mackerel rises into the surface waters when there is a rich development of plankton. They eat on plankton and go to deep layers after feeding. Shoreward migration. In this type of migration, there is a temporary movement of fishes from water to land. For example, the mud skipper Periophthalmus make temporary migration to land by means of modified pectoral fins. The common eel travel from one pond to another through moist meadow grass. Advantage or significance of migration. Migration is considered to be an adaptation towards abundance as it ensures reproductive success of the group. To find suitable feeding and spawning ground, for protection from predators, survive from extreme climatic conditions, increases genetic diversity. It is an adaptational characters for survival and existences. So this is all about the different types and significance of fish migration. If you have any query, please comment. Share the video if you like. Subscribe the channel for more upcoming videos. Stay with me. Keep watching. Thank you.